Hey, it's me, your plant mom. Ooh. What are we doing today? I knew you would ask. Why is this so out of tune? Uh-oh. I don't have long nails anymore. I used to play with long nails. Now I have short nails, and so I can play it right. Give me a recommendation of something really easy I can learn, so it's not just riptide for the next 30 years of my life. Today, we are making another terrarium. I'm very excited. Oh my God, I just realized my pea silly is thirsty. How come you never see it until they're like dead? Just kidding, it's not dead. It's actually, you're not gonna believe me. You guys, look, it's just showing beginning signs of dehydration, which it wasn't doing 2 hours ago. We are making a terrarium. All right, so like 2 years ago, okay, I got this. This is the top to a lead head glass terrarium that I kept because they sent me one and it was like a little bit uneven. And so I told them it was uneven and they were like, bet, we'll just replace it. Held on to this for 2 years. And when I got to this house, it actually cracked because I didn't take care of it. So I have silicone sealed the entire base and I have repaired the crack with silicone inside and outside. And now we are going to make a really freaking cool half open air terrarium. So if you like to do weird things with your old trash, subscribe. Okay, I have this. I have a bunch of plants I want to put in here. I also have that thing on the floor back there. I'm making another paludarium. I know, the paint of one just wasn't enough. But I'm kind of on a terrarium kick, like I've told you guys, so we're doing it. Part of me doesn't want to make this and instead just wants to make that, because the plants I put in here, I could easily just put in there. But listen, we're not listening to our fears today, we're listening to our whims. So what we're gonna do is the actual base of soil that I'm gonna use for this is going to be a soil moss mixture. So that way the moss stays wetter for longer, because normal moss, when you just like leave it out, it just like dries really fast. So we're gonna do that and then we're gonna plant some plants in it. And you know what, you guys, it's gonna be really cute. So let's get to it. Speaking of life living, you guys want to know what would make my life a lot easier is if my pea sillies got thirsty at the same time. We're going to go ahead and build it now. I have lots of plants I want to add to it, like this peperomia. I know this accent isn't real. I also have this fuzzy petiole philodendron. This moss is actually really cool. I get it at Lowe's. It's legitimately like $4 and it is such good quality. Okay, now I'm going to get some dirt. Natural, organic potting mix from Black Gold. Wow, it's the orange label. I'm very scared because I do see a spider web on this bag. Basically, what this is you're getting the moss dirty. It helps to keep nutrients in the moss longer, all up in there before we add the actual water, because once you add the water, the moss just kind of goes crazy, goes stupid. All right, so now we have this like really fun vibe going on. We're gonna add some plants. My thoughts are we just kind of plant stuff around in here and then it'll grow in like real big. Should stay pretty humid, I'm like hoping, because of the fact that it is so like, it's so enclosed, like the walls come up pretty high. Start with this guy, which I'm a little scared to touch because I did see a spider web on it like 2 weeks ago. I just hope that this is a good idea, you know? I mean, I think people hope all of their ideas are good ideas, but I really hope this one is a good idea. Look at him, he's in there. Okay, now I have this peperomia I really love. I've had from a member who gave it to me like a very long time ago. In case you guys are wondering, like I did talk about how I hated using silicone. This time when I used it, I used the appropriate like measures. I took appropriate measures. So like I wore a mask and I wore gloves and everything. So nothing was like weird, and it didn't bother me at all actually this time. Okay, I'm gonna add this little guy. He's very cute. I think he'd be like a good middle piece. Just like that. Oh, so cute. Okay, I'm gonna take some of these plants from this terrarium since it is getting a little full. This is one I've had for a really long time. Here is the tetrasperma I have been trying to grow for like a year. It is pretty cute. And I have a bunch of other plants in here, like some begonias and Hoyas. I think we'll take out this begonia. Begonia burkillii, silver edge. Oh, there's a Scindapsus in here too. That's cool. This is Scindapsus officinalis. Wow, it's so warm in here. Like the plants are like literally warm. That's crazy. So here's Begonia burkillii, silver edge. Like, let's put him kind of like right here. Not quite in the corner, but not quite in the middle. There we go. And the cool thing again is that these are moss plugs that are going into dirty moss. So they shouldn't have really like that hard of a time acclimating, if any hard time acclimating. But it is very cool. I think it could be Red Planet. But it's just cool. I love it. We'll put him. I don't think I even have like that many plants to like put in a situation like this. I'm now kind of like realizing because I didn't buy any plants to do this. I'm just using the ones I already have. A little guy can just go right there. Okay, then I have this cutting I started of a variegated string of hearts. I've actually never rooted these before, so I was a little nervous about how they would do. I also put in a, oh, he's like so in there, that's crazy. Spider, like an air plant, like a spider plant, you know, right here. And it's so rooted in there, it like doesn't even want to come out. Here is the Micans cutting I put in here not too long ago. There's another one that only has just now barely started growing in, you can see. I think we'll try to take most of the stuff out of here so I can do some fresh props, but I don't know how I'm gonna get some of these out. Like, look at this. This is the spider plant I put in here. That's crazy. It looks like a turnip. I don't know that it's possible. It has been in here for like probably close to a year. We have living moss! You guys, our moss came back to life. We can put that in here. More grass. I just want to only terrarium grow. Like, is that so problematic? Is it bad for me to not want to grow plants outside of a terrarium unless they are mammothly large? Oh, look at all the living moss. That is so cool. This is a pretty good little start we got going on here, you guys. He has been in here for so long, and so has this one. They're like wrapped around each other. True epiphytes. I'll definitely need to make sure I'm watering this a lot as it has a really big open top, and again, we want to make sure it's not like gonna dry out or anything. I think the Hoyas in here will be a really welcome, as they have like, they really like a lot of humidity, but they also like airflow. Here's a Hoya I've had in there that has done nothing. Another Hoya in there that has done absolutely nothing. A big empty spot right here. Like, there's not a whole lot going on right in the middle. Maybe we'll put the spider plant there and just like kind of see how it does. It did really well in the closed environment, so like I kind of can only imagine he'll do really good, right? Yes! Oh, it looks so green! It looks so nice. All right, now we gotta get this thing moist. Hella moist. Maybe I'll just use my, we'll put this on the ground over there, and I will just use my, oh, almost killed you. Like, that is so nice. I do wonder if I could get away with putting some of the plants from my like big terrarium in here. We are watering with liquid earth. You can use code PLANME_25 if you want to try it out for 25% off. The hard thing with terrariums is that they just take so much time. When you build something, you want it to like instantly look beautiful and green and like cool, you know? But you have to wait for it to grow in, which is always the sad part, because like you just want it to be good now, you know? We're doing so much terrarium growing together, you guys. It's so fun. Have you guys started any terrariums or stuff? I want to know. I wonder, let's take a couple plants from in the big dude and put them in the little dude and see what happens. A couple propagations. I took a cutting of my mame because it was getting super big, and this one right here was getting a little sun stress, as you can see from the yellowing. It is super juicy. It has amazing roots, so this kind of cutting is perfect to just stick into a situation like this. Also, I made more light. I think we'll put him like in a corner so he can kind of like grow up something to have some support. I feel like we'll orient this way to be the front and over here like this to be the back. Back for our new man. And that will actually root in super nicely there because of the fact that it already has some super like juicy roots going on. I also took out my Homalomena variegated, I think rubescens. There's like a better name for it, but I don't really remember what it is. I'm gonna stick this one in here too, just because I feel like this environment is going to stay really wet, because that is my intention, and so I felt like this would be a really good fit. And this plant really likes to be like real wet. Put him like right in the back. And then finally, the last plant we're gonna put in the back is my Alocasia zebrina. Basically, the plants that I'm thinking of putting in here are plants that I know are going to want to get really big. I don't really want to have to like move around in the living wall once they get big. Like this was getting too big, so we took a cutting. This one, it wasn't getting enough light in there, so I decided we would move him out. And then the zebrina wants to get big, so we're going to give it the opportunity to get big, basically. And I mean, yeah, that's pretty much everything. I have been so in love with terrarium growing lately. You see results so much faster, obviously, than just like growing out of a terrarium. So I am really excited about all this kind of stuff. I think it looks really nice. That is so cute. Are you kidding? Anyways, it does look a little kind of disheveled right now because, again, we did like uproot plants, take them from where they were at and move them somewhere else. So naturally, it is going to be a little bit of an adjustment period for some of these dudes, but I think it will be for the better. I'm going to keep this in my super bright south facing window where these plants are going to get like direct sun like all the time, and I'm going to be watering it every single day to make sure that they stay nice and hydrated. Let's give it one more drink. When plants get moved around, they get really stressed, and so they will use more water than they normally would. So you'll want to make sure you're watering extra if there's ever like wind, just general stress to a plant's environment. I think I would love to have a glass piece cut for the top of this. If you guys know a way I can have that done, please let me know. I mean, maybe I can even reach out to Lead Head and they would send me like a perfectly cut top piece. Their whole thing is like, this isn't an ad for them, by the way, but their whole thing is reclaimed glass. So I think maybe if I did reach out, they would send me a piece so that I could turn what they made into something I've reclaimed for myself. So here it is. It's pretty heavy. Because it's all glass, I'm going to be very careful to brace it, especially since the bottom is like already broken. So yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video and building another terrarium with me. I will have a video out of my paludarium build super duper soon, but before that, watch out for how much I spent and what I how much I spent in March and what I spent it on video, which will be coming out very soon. I want to know what videos you guys like to watch the most that are plant related. Maybe one of the videos you guys like to watch the most I'm just not doing a lot of, but maybe I'll like doing that kind of video. So let me know your video suggestions in the comment section. Also, if you want to check out Liquid Earth, that is how I fertilize all of my plants. It's what you saw me water my terrarium with earlier today. You can use code PLANME_25 to get 25% off of Liquid Earth at checkout. Live, laugh, love Liquid Earth. I'm friends with businesses who use Liquid Earth, and all of my friends use it as their fertilizer, so you should 100% check out Liquid Earth. But other than that, let me know your guys' like half air open terrarium tips. I am very new to this kind of growing. I'm either like fully closed or fully open grower, so I'm definitely interested to see what you guys have to say and what your tips are. But other than that, thanks for hanging out with me while I do this today. I want to remind you guys that I do have YouTube channel memberships which you can join. They help me to keep doing this kind of thing full time, so it's only $5 a month and you get access to over 150 houseplant members from all over the world. We are definitely a super tight-knit community, and some of us have known each other for 2 years now. If you are having trouble making friends in the plant community, I highly recommend you check out the Plant Me Members Discord. But that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next houseplant section. Goodbye.
Thank you so much for the extra channel support to Botanicas, All the Green Places, Kim Klinowski, and Lauren Alexandra.